We can go ahead and call our meeting to order at 2:45, and I would ask Councilor Ferreira for a prayer and for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Governor. We bow our heads, we just pray for wisdom, discernment, and goodness as we move forward to vote on the matters before the Commonwealth today.
Pledge allegiance to the United States of America, to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Must everyone had a good lunch? Any hangry counselors? All right, we'll get going on our agenda. I'd like to recognize Councilor Devaney for a motion to record advice and consent for the financial warrant.
So move, Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you. Motion made by Councilor Devaney, seconded by Councilor Iannella. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. I'd like to recognize Councilor Iannella for a motion to record advice and consent for the pending list of notaries public.
So moved. Second.
Motion made by Councilor Iannella, seconded by Councilor Kennedy. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. I'd like to recognize Councilor DiPaolo for a motion to record advice and consent for the appointment of Rafael Ortiz to the position of parole board member.
So moved.
Motion's made. Is there a seconded? Seconded by Councilor Devaney. Under discussion?
I know, I don't want me to go on, but I just want to say she's excellent and he's excellent. And I'm just so happy that we have someone that can speak Spanish that adds to the people that are coming in, especially in the society. So I'm very pleased to.
Thank you, Councilor Devaney. Any other comments or questions, Councilor DiPaolo?
Mr. Ortiz is an outstanding choice. I know on behalf of District 7 in Central Massachusetts, we're very excited for the first time in a very long time to have a parole board member who hails from our district. So what we saw at the hearing was a tremendous person who early in his career as probation officer in the juvenile courts was ahead of the curve as far as encouraging diversion for youth and demonstrating empathy in his work. So I applaud this nomination, look forward to supporting it.
Excellent. Any other comments or questions? I know we've already had a hearing on this candidate. If not, I will ask our Secretary Sonia to please call the roll.
Councilor Iannella,
Yes.
Councilor Duff,
Yes.
Councilor Kennedy,
Yes.
Councilor DiPaolo,
Yes.
Councilor Jacobs,
Yes.
Councilor Ferreira.
Yes.
I want to vote.
Councilor Devaney.
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative. The matter carries. Next up, I'd like to recognize Councilor Iannella for a motion to record advice and consent for the appointment of Stephen Kim to the position of Associate Justice of the Boston Municipal Court.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second by Councilor Kennedy. Any discussions on this candidate? Thank you, Councilor Devaney. Seeing none, I would ask Sonia, our secretary, to please call the roll.
Councilor Duff,
Yes.
Councilor Kennedy,
Yes.
Councilor DiPaolo,
Yes.
Councilor Jacobs,
Yes.
Councilor Ferreira,
Yes.
Councilor Devaney,
Yes.
Councilor Iannella.
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative. The matter carries. We're making great progress today. I'd like to recognize Councilor Iannella again for a motion to record advice and consent for the appointment of Vanessa Velez to the position of Associate Justice of the Boston Municipal Court.
So moved.
Is there a second? Seconded by Councilor DiPaolo. Any discussion on this candidate? Again, I know you've already had full hearings. Seeing none, I'd ask our Secretary Sonia to please call the roll.
Councilor Kennedy,
Yes.
Councilor DiPaolo,
Yes.
Councilor Jacobs,
Yes.
Councilor Ferreira,
Yes.
Councilor Devaney,
Yes.
Councilor Iannella, Councilor Duff.
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative. The matter carries. I would like to recognize Councilor Duff for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon all adult persons who on or before the date of March 13th, 2024 have been convicted of the misdemeanor of possession of marijuana, including under Mass General Law, Chapter 94C, Section 34.
Thank you, Governor. I so move.
Second.
It's been made by Councilor Duff, seconded by Councilor Ferreira. Any comments or questions under discussion? Councilor Kennedy.
Incident that may involve some of my clients over the last 4 years, I would recuse myself. But with respect to everybody else, I will be voting yes.
Thank you, Councilor Kennedy. Councilor Devaney.
I just want to say that on March 13th, this was historic, that we had a governor who first in the nation, presented this marijuana pardon from past to present people who have possession of marijuana. And I wanted the council to vote soon after that March 13th, but you know what? I have confidence in my colleagues that they will support this important measure that will finally give people a chance to go on with their lives. The council today is sending a message that this administration believes in second chances. And it will, and I wish them all good luck who will benefit from this and their endeavors.
Thank you, Counselor Devaney. Any other comments or questions? This is definitely an important step that we're taking as a body, so I want to make sure we allow time. Counselor Ferreira.
Unlike Councilor Kennedy, I've never represented anyone who got convicted of marijuana. But to
It's a long time, Joe.
the extent that I arrested anyone who got convicted of marijuana, I'm in favor of pardoning them as well. So thank you.
Okay, thank you. Again, this is an important step of the body, along with all the other pardons and the new clemency guidelines that we've been able to issue. Just want to make sure we're always considering ways to make our criminal justice system more fair and more equitable. And hopefully with today's action, will affect thousands of people in Massachusetts who will no longer have a record to something that is now no longer illegal, so. Well, with no further comments and questions, why don't we go ahead and ask Sonia, our secretary, to call the roll?
Counselor DePaulo,
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs,
Yes.
Counselor Ferreira,
Yes.
Counselor Devaney,
Yes.
Counselor Ianella,
Yes.
Counselor Duff,
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy.
Congratulations to Lieutenant Governor and Governor, yes.
Thanks. 7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. We do have a couple of other matters that I want to bring to councilors' attention and make sure we have your counsel on how you'd like to move forward. We've got the nomination of Mark Ames for the Register of Probate in Hampshire County. I understand from Counselor Jacobs, there may be a desire to move this forward for confirmation today, given some of the upcoming scheduling challenges. So I'd entertain a motion at this time.
I am very enthusiastically make that motion.
Motion made by Counselor Jacobs to move forward with the nomination of Mark Ames for the Register of Probate for Hampshire County, seconded by Counselor Devaney. Any comments or questions under this?
I would just make it
Counselor Jacobs?
labor, but I just want to say that this is a special appointment for someone who's served in this office for 27 years and has the support of the staff, of the DA, of the community, such widespread enthusiasm. So I thank you very much for making the appointment.
Any other comments? Counselor Devaney?
I agree with everything that the Councilor Jacobs had said, and I mean, being in that position all these years, there's no question there isn't anyone that is more fitting for the position. So I'm glad that he's been presented, and I'm glad you people have presented it to the council.
Excellent. Okay. Seeing no other comments or questions, I would ask our secretary to please call the roll.
Counselor Ferreira,
Yes.
Counselor Devaney,
Yes.
Counselor Ianella,
Yes.
Counselor Duff,
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy,
Yes.
Counselor DePaulo,
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs.
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. I believe there's one other item, and that was a hearing held this morning on Rebecca Figaro to be appointed to the position of Associate Justice of Boston Municipal Court. My understanding is there's a desire to move that forward as well, now that the hearing is completed.
We're gonna wait till the next hearing to decide.
Perfect. So we will await setting of a date and a time. We'll do that at a later.
We've had the hearing.
Oh, we'll go ahead and schedule an appointment process. Got it. Okay, great. That makes, I think, all of the agenda items that we had in a good shape. So at this time, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor? Those opposed? The ayes have it. We stand adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.